For years, fans have adored Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos for their playful chemistry, enviable fitness, and lighthearted banter both on and off camera. But a recent candid confession from Mark has left Kelly visibly flustered, and perhaps, for the first time, forced the famously youthful couple to face something they've long joked about but never really confronted: time. It happened during a taping of Live with Kelly and Mark, where the couple co-hosted another morning full of laughter, stories, and celebrity chatter. But when Mark casually remarked that the two of them were getting up there in age, the room shifted. Kelly's eyes widened, her jaw dropped, and the audience broke into a chorus of gasps and laughter. "Excuse me," she shot back, one eyebrow arched sharply. "Speak for yourself, Grandpa." The moment, though funny, carried a surprising weight. After nearly 3 decades together, Kelly and Mark have built careers, raised 3 children, and evolved from soap opera sweethearts into icons of morning television. Yet even as they maintain their youthful spark, Mark's comment stirred something deeper, a reminder that even the most vibrant couples aren't immune to the march of time. A playful morning turns thoughtful. It began innocently enough. During a segment about staying active in one's 50s, Mark mentioned that their workout routines have changed. "I used to be able to run 5 miles without thinking," he said. "Now my knees tell me when it's time to stop. I guess we're getting up there in age, Kel." Kelly immediately put her coffee down, fixing him with a look that was half incredulous, half teasing. "We," she echoed, letting the word hang in the air. "I don't know who this we is. I'm still in my 30s in my head." Mark laughed, trying to backpedal. "I mean, you look amazing. But we've got grown kids, Kel. It's okay to admit it." Kelly, feigning outrage, leaned toward the audience. "Ladies, let this be a lesson: never let your husband lump you into his midlife crisis." The crowd roared, but beneath the banter, there was something unmistakably genuine in Kelly's tone. She has long embraced humor as a shield against uncomfortable truths, and aging, especially under the unrelenting scrutiny of Hollywood, can be one of the most sensitive topics for any star, let alone a woman in the spotlight. The couple that defined, forever young. Kelly Ripa and Mark Consuelos first met on the set of All My Children in 1995, where their on-screen chemistry as Haley and Mateo immediately spilled over into real life. Within a year, they eloped in Las Vegas, beginning one of daytime television's most enduring love stories. Over the decades, their connection has remained magnetic. They've been open about their ups and downs, their parenting adventures, and even their disagreements. Yet through it all, they've projected a shared vitality that often makes it hard to believe they're both in their early 50s. Still, time leaves its marks, subtly, then suddenly. Their children, Michael 27, Lola 23, and Joaquin 21, are now carving their own paths. And for Kelly and Mark, that empty nest has ushered in a period of reflection, one that Mark's offhand comment accidentally laid bare. Mark has always been more pragmatic, a close family friend told a reporter afterward. He jokes about aging, but it comes from a place of acceptance. Kelly, though, still feels like she's got so much more to do. She's fiercely protective of her youth, not because she's vain, but because she connects her energy to her sense of identity. Kelly's unfiltered response. After the show wrapped, Kelly addressed the moment with characteristic honesty on Instagram stories. For the record, she wrote, "I don't feel like we're getting up there in age. I feel like we're getting better. My husband, however, might want to check his life insurance if he keeps saying stuff like that on live TV." Fans flooded her comments with laughing emojis and words of support. "You're ageless, Kelly," wrote one. "Mark's just jealous," added another. But beneath the humor, Kelly's message struck a chord. It wasn't just about vanity, it was about refusing to let numbers define joy, vitality, or ambition. In recent years, Kelly has become increasingly candid about her evolving sense of self. On her podcast, Let's Talk Off Camera, she has discussed everything from hormonal changes to body image and self-acceptance. Aging is weird, she admitted in one episode. You wake up one day and realize the world sees you differently, even if you feel exactly the same inside. So when Mark brought up age on Live, it wasn't just a passing joke, it was a mirror moment, one that echoed the deeper, ongoing conversation she's been having with herself and her audience. Mark's perspective: "We've earned every year." In a later interview with Entertainment Tonight, Mark clarified his comment, smiling as he recounted the viral moment. "I didn't mean to get myself in trouble," he said with a laugh. "What I meant was, we've earned every year. We've worked hard, we've loved hard, and we're still doing what we love. To me, that's something to celebrate." He went on to share that he's been feeling more introspective lately. When you reach a certain point, you start thinking about legacy, about how you want to spend your time. I want to travel more, slow down a little. But Kelly, she's got the energy of a teenager. She keeps me young. His words seemed to soften the narrative. Rather than an insensitive remark, his statement came from a place of reflection, a realization that life's pace changes, and so do priorities. For Mark, accepting that truth has been liberating. For Kelly, it's still a work in progress. The aging conversation in Hollywood. Kelly's reaction resonated so deeply because it reflects a larger issue faced by many women in entertainment. In Hollywood, youth is currency, and few industries are as unforgiving about the passage of time. Kelly has spoken openly about resisting that pressure. She's long refused invasive procedures or drastic cosmetic changes, choosing instead to embrace what she calls happy aging. I don't want to erase the years, she once told People magazine. I just want to look like I've lived well. Her authenticity has become part of her brand. While others may chase ageless perfection, Kelly's combination of humor, candor, and self-awareness feels refreshing. So when Mark accidentally brought up aging, it hit a sensitive yet relatable nerve, one that millions of viewers instantly recognized. Behind the scenes, the laugh that followed. After the segment ended, crew members reportedly witnessed the couple continuing their banter backstage. Kelly jokingly told Mark he'd be sleeping in the guest room, to which he responded, "Joke's on you, we don't have one." Moments later, the two were laughing again, arm in arm. Their playful resilience, turning tension into comedy, is something fans have always admired. "That's who they are," said one live staffer. "They tease, they challenge each other, but at the end of the day, there's so much love there." Indeed, that love is what makes their on-air chemistry so infectious. Viewers see not just co-hosts, but partners who have built a life of laughter, compromise, and mutual respect. A glimpse of what's next. If anything, the exchange seems to have sparked new motivation for Kelly. Later that week, she shared a workout selfie captioned, "Not getting out there, getting stronger." The post quickly went viral, with fans praising her positivity and drive. Meanwhile, Mark posted a photo of the two hiking together, writing, "Climbing every hill, together." The comments section overflowed with heart emojis and supportive messages. The couple may be navigating a new phase of life, but they're doing it with humor and teamwork, the same way they've faced everything from career transitions to parenting challenges. People think of aging as decline, Kelly reflected in a recent Let's Talk Off-Camera episode. But maybe it's evolution, maybe it's learning to see yourself in a new light. I'm still learning how to do that, but I think Mark and I are doing okay. Why fans relate so deeply? The reason this small, playful moment went viral isn't just because Kelly and Mark are celebrities, it's because they're real. They mirror what countless couples experience, one partner easing into the acceptance of age, while the other clings to the energy of youth. It's the eternal tug of war between nostalgia and reality, humor and vulnerability. Their interaction captured that perfectly, funny yet poignant, teasing yet true. For every viewer who laughed, there was also a moment of reflection. How do we define youth? When do we accept that time moves forward, whether we acknowledge it or not? Kelly and Mark, in their characteristic way, turned that question into a conversation, one filled with laughter but also heart. A love story that keeps evolving. At the end of the day, the trigger moment wasn't about age, it was about love in its most enduring form. The kind that grows deeper, even as faces change and priorities shift. Kelly and Mark's journey proves that connection isn't frozen in youth, it thrives in honesty, humor, and shared growth. Perhaps that's what makes them so captivating. They're not pretending to be ageless, they're learning to age with grace, and they're inviting us all to laugh along the way. As Kelly quipped the next morning, giving Mark a mock glare before turning to the audience, "For the record, I don't feel older, I just feel better. But my husband might be sleeping with one eye open." The crowd erupted once more, but this time, Mark just smiled and reached for her hand. "You can call us whatever age you want," he said, "as long as we're still doing this together." And with that, the couple once again reminded everyone watching why, after nearly 30 years, their love story still feels timeless.